Hi, I'm Stuart from S&B Leadworks. Welcome to the next job. Let's go and look, see what it's all about. Okay, so here we are. We've got these flat roof areas that have been screeded now, ready for outlets. They've been core drilled through. We've got one there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so we've got 5 on this one to make. And there is also another one in the next plot over there, which you can see at least another 2 for that one as well. So we'll start with this one first anyway, because we've got the flat roofers coming in tomorrow to felt these. So let's try and get these made. So what we're going to do, we're just going to make some tubes up first, stick them through with a 20mm flange, and then we're going to weld like a faceplate onto all of this. They've got 150mm of insulation to go on these yet to bring these up. So we'll start with making these pipes first and go from there. Okay, I've just cut some lead here for the tube. I'm going to wrap this around a soil pipe, which I know at the moment is going to be too big, but it'll give me the rough shape to work with. Then I'll put it in the hole and close it up to suit. Mark where it is, and then we can weld that up. Okay, so that's that pipe folded well now, and I've just tried that in the hole, and that fits perfectly. So what we're going to do now is just weld that up, then we can knock a 20mm flange on that. Okay, so I've just finished welding that up now. So what I'm going to do now is just knock over a 20mm flange on one of these ends. Okay, so that's done now. I'll just use the bossing mallet on that just to knock that round. So what I'm going to do now is just take this over back to the hole just to make sure it actually still fits before I weld the faceplate on. Yeah. Right, there we go. Right, so that's ready now to weld a faceplate on. Okay, so I'm just in the process now of doing this faceplate. So what I've done is I've just cut my piece of lead, given it 150mm all the way round, and I'm just going to put it on where I want to weld it, mark it round, and take that away. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my torch and I'm going to cut that hole out, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to open these boards up and I'm going to slide that pole through there and then weld that together. So let's get this done. Okay, so that's that hole cut out now. So what I'm going to do now is just get my pipe and drop it through. I've just opened up the boards there, so I've got enough room to poke this through. Hopefully it'll go. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is just get a few tacks on there and just weld that all the way around. Okay, so I've welded that all the way around now, and I've actually turned this one into the corner as well because it's quite close. I just wanted to make sure I gave the flat roofers enough to bond onto. So we've got, you know, a good, well, in actual fact we've got like 150mm there, and then we've got about another 80mm till it gets to the pipe there, so we've got plenty on there now. We've got 160mm sticking out ready for the installation. So that's that one done. So what I'm going to do now is just repeat that process 7 more times. We'll get all these ready for the flat roofers tomorrow. Then once they've done the flat roof, we can start looking at all the flashings and stuff. But what I think I'll probably do first tomorrow, while I'm waiting for these flat roofers to get all this ready for me for the flashings, I think what I'll do is we'll have a look at the front of these outlets. We'll start doing these vertically stepped face plates. But for now, we'll just finish getting these outlets in and then catch you in a bit. Okay, so that's all those outlets in now. So what I'm going to do now is look at these face plates, and basically what it is like a vertically stepped 90-degree slate. So I'm just going to get a piece of lead, wrap it around there, weld it the same as that, and then knock a 20mm flange and then just weld that to a plate. So I've got my piece of lead already cut up here, so I'm just going to fold this round and weld that up. Okay, so that's that sleeve folded round now and welded. So what I'm going to do now, because this is at a slight angle because of the fall of the outlet, I'm just going to mark this all the way round so I can get it to the same angle. Made sure we made it a little bit longer because there's going to be a bit of trim off in a minute. Right, so that's now got the angle. So if we just slice that off now to that angle. should now be the same angle as that brick. Yeah. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this back out again. I'm just going to get my bossing mallet. I'm just going to knock a 20mm flange all the way around on there. Okay, here we go. That is now ready for welding to the plate. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to weld this to my base. So what I've done is I've got my piece of bed that I want to weld on. I've put it where it needs to go. I've marked all the way around. So what I'm going to, that gives me a, if you can see it there, just see my circle there where I'm going to weld it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my torch and I'm just going to cut just on the inside of that line. Nicely cut up now, so now that's ready to weld onto there. Let's see, let's do it now. Put it in position. Just weld that on. Got some sticks here. I'm just gonna shape up them just to clean it up a little bit, make it a little bit easier. Welded on there now, then make sure it's still in the right place. That's all we need for it to move. I've gone and picked a bit of a rocky scaffold board here as well. Doesn't help. Get in there. Okay, that's that all welded up now. So that's now ready to fit back on and start stepping in. Okay, so what we're going to do now is mark out where all these steps need to go. So what I've basically done, I've just put this on there. I've just trimmed it to 150mm either side of the tube. And I've just scribed a 75mm line down there. I'm just going to mark now where all these steps are. It's going to be straight off actually, I think. Okay, so that's all those marked out. I'm going to just take this away now and cut those steps. Okay, so let's cut these steps. Okay, so that's now ready for folding down. Okay, so that's all those steps folded down now. So let's see what it goes like. Right, that's ready for wedging now. Okay, so that's all wedged in there now, so that is job done. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hopefully catch you in the next. Cheers.